seduction, sex, lifestyle. For the true player at heart, Global SLR presents the real kings of pickup. Vince Hollywood Kelvin and Arash motherfucking Dibazar. Be the best and fuck the rest.
Everyone, happy 4th of July. This is Vince Kelvin here with Arash Dibazar, and we have a special guest today, Kevin, and he'll introduce himself in just a moment. We're ready to take some of your questions. Very excited to help you find a deeper level of independence from anything that used to hold you back. So, Arash, how are you, my brother?
I'm here. I'm powerful. I'm ready to go. I'm going to teach you guys some real shit. I hope you have some real good questions, because the answers are going to be another level. And I'd like to welcome Kevin here, because I spoke to him on the phone the other day. Sounded like quite a hustler. And I think the energy of the hustling is very important in everything we do. So I'm ready to start when you guys are ready.
Awesome. And yes, welcome, Kevin. And Kevin will also be at the Global SLR. He's going to be one of the speakers over there. So we really look forward to that. And so, Kevin, welcome to the call. And the way we do it, we take questions and we alternate giving answers. How you doing, Kevin?
Oh, man, I'm happy, excited to be here and to share some knowledge and to be on the panel with you guys.
Excellent. Okay, well, gentlemen, we appreciate you making the time to be on the call on the 4th of July. It's a very smart thing to do. And we're ready to take some questions. So who would like to go first tonight? You simply say where you're calling from, your name. Some of you might be muted. So let's get that call going, guys. Some of the regulars, go ahead. This is your call. What questions do you have for us tonight?
Yes, this is Daniel from Texas, San Antonio.
Daniel, how are you?
Can you hear me? Yes. This is, I guess, for, I don't know, the new guy, Kevin, you said? What advice would you give to a 22-year-old man that wants to get, you know, pretty wealthy, pretty established? If you could help me with that, that'd be great, man.
To get wealthy and established, you have to, you know, become great at something. Pick one thing, man, you know, and be better than everybody else. And I don't know if y'all heard any of my stuff before, but I champion kill all competition and let the world know that you're great, and then go back it up with accomplishments. You know, start putting people's heads on spikes, all competition. Put them out, line them up against your driveway. That way everybody know where you stand as far as competition. You'll start, you know, gaining that respect, and you'll start being able to build you a kingdom, you know?
Oh, okay. Awesome. Damn, how would I get started with this? Okay, you said to be great on something, so I'll just pick something and just focus all my attention on that, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to go too long on it, but yeah, man, anything, man, anything. It can be fly fishing, basketball, MMA, you know, church, religion, anything, man. You know, you just have to study it, man. You know, something that I did when I wanted to learn something, man, is I would pick a book, one of the predominant books on the subject, the one that everybody reads, and I would read it 10 times, you know, 10 times in a row. And I will buy everything else that I can find on that subject that speaks along with the same philosophy that this guy or this expert spoke with. I will find me a mentor on it. You know, I would get out and start taking on challenges, man. You know, if you've seen Bruce Lee said he was great at Kung Fu, he took on every challenge. Every guy he seen wanted to fight. He was like, hey, man, let me show you. You know, that's how I am, man. We grew up like that. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
No problem.
Excellent. Shall we pass it to Arash?
I agree. I don't want to add anything to it. I would just advise everybody online to understand where I come from. I guarantee the person asking the question doesn't have a mentor, has not invested in themselves. So if you guys are looking on how to be great without investing, you're not going to go anywhere, period. So keep that in mind, okay? I can't stand freeloaders. I piss on you. So get a mentor, all right? Get someone to teach you. Invest. You're not going to be great at shit besides talking if you don't invest. Okay? I'm for the guy who puts in his time, who puts in his money, and then he becomes great. You cannot be great if you don't do that. Okay? So be aware of that, because I could hear it in your voice that you have not invested one penny in your life yet. That's me.
Excellent. Excellent. I'll pitch in. I just want to ask, there's a big-ass party going on at my place here, and the music is very, very loud. So if you hear the music in the background, I apologize. It's probably coming from my side. Speaking of mentors, the four greatest things I've heard from mentors to really achieve success. Number one, W. Clement Stone, the practice of excellence. To apply yourself, be excellent, to do things with excellence, to excel where others just go average. Practice of excellence. And that you can find in everywhere. You apply yourself in everything that you do. It's a little bit old school. Tony Robbins got it from a fighter from the past. Demand more from yourself than anybody else can demand from you. And more recently, I'm learning from Arash, that it's a universal law. It's the law of others have called it the law of effort, the law of giving and sharing. But there's no free rides in life, so you gotta invest in yourself. You gotta invest and give. Everybody wants it for free, wants the quick fix, and it just doesn't work like that. The universe is not set that way. Everything will require effort. So there's desperate effort of bitching and complaining all the time, or there's wise effort of paying your dues.
Wait no longer, search no further. You are about to progress faster than ever with the most innovative, multi-dimensional mega event of a lifetime. The Global Seduction, Lifestyle, and Relationships Convention in Hollywood, September 23rd, 24th, 25th, 2016. So much more than a summit, featuring only the best of the best true pillars of the pickup community. Vince Kelvin, Arash Dibazar, Bad Boy, Hypnotica, Adam Lyons, David Wygant, Akito Mosley, John Keegan, and James Marshall. No conference can even compare. Nothing ever like it. Lectures, workshops, parties, club access, boot camps, VIP dinner, party bus, and lifestyle exhibit. But hurry, price goes up as event gets closer. So get your ticket today at www.globalslr.com or call 323-309-3219. That's www.globalslr.com or call 323-309-3219.
Thank you, gentlemen. We take the next question now.
Hey, this is Chris from Florida.
Thank you, Chris. And there's another gentleman that said hello, so we'll take your question next. Chris.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. So I'm curious, to what extent do we already have all the answers that we're asking to you? And how would you describe the relationship as like a mentor or teacher to the student? Like, how is that dynamic going to play out? How does that facilitate us attaining our ultimate goals? And how does that give you fulfillment? I'm just curious about your perspectives on that.
Kevin, go ahead. Start with you.
Okay. I'm glad you started with me. I don't think that you really can get anywhere without somebody showing you the way. At least that's how it's worked in my life. And the thing that a mentor gets out of it, of course, we get compensated for our time and our expertise and everything, but we also get that success story. The success story that this guy used everything exactly as I told him. He got exactly where I told him he would be. And, tell him your story, and we put the camera or the microphone right there for people to actually hear you. It's a testimony. It's like anything else, man. You look through the Bible or anything, and you see testimonies. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what we do it for. I know that we're all, we all make money and are, successful at different points, but we do it for the success of you guys, to be able to get the same success that I got. It gives me a thing that, damn, I'm great. I was able to show I'm so great that I was able to talk to women in front of him. He was able to pick it up, and then he was able to run with it. And now he's having 2 and 3 girlfriends, and they know about each other, and he's introducing them to each other, and it makes an accomplished player proud to see the next level, the next level guy just enjoying the life the way that he's lived it, because if you can't pass it on, then you're not that great. If it doesn't work in the next generation, you just might be a fraud. It might have been a fluke. It might have been a one-time thing. You know, we want to prove that this can work for everybody and anybody. So, you know, and you can only go as far as your mentor is going. So if your mentor is telling you all kind of shit in theory, then you won't be able to accomplish it either. And you wonder why. Well, that's because he did a Judas thing to you. He told you some shit that was going to work one way and it didn't. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we believe in being real, and we want to let people know, hey, this is what I know. This is what I'm the expert at. Now, go out and try it. And if it don't work, come back to me, explain exactly how you did it. Okay, try it this way this time. Okay, let me let you hear me do it. You know, I love all that. It gave me that same rush that what I used to get when I was doing it. Okay? All right.
Yeah, that's a great answer. For me, I know I don't have the answers, you know, because I'm learning. I'm learning right now. I'm learning every day. My old teacher, you know, for example, when I met Manu, he taught me. When I met Batada, he taught me. When I'm in Mystery, he taught me. Matador taught me. You know, now Zapar, I'm learning. So I don't know the answer. That's why I'm learning. Of course, that's what it takes. It's people who've come before, who have walked the path, who demonstrate what it is that I want, and I learn from them. And then you become that guy. Meanwhile, the learning, I don't think ever stops, or at least for me it doesn't. So, you know, the old saying that you already have all the answers inside of you. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how true that is, because I don't have all the fucking answers inside of me. You know, I find them in me when someone points them out, maybe. But that's kind of like, you know, saying I have all the alphabet inside of me too, but I don't know every fucking word until someone describes the word to me. So I can put the words, I can put the alphabet together and come up with a word, but it doesn't mean I know the definition. Once somebody explains the definition, then I can use that word. So it's kind of always inside of me, but I have to be pointed away and use it and learn what it means. So I don't know. I think that's kind of a big question for me to answer at this moment. But I do know in my own personal experience, I'm learning, and I'm learning things that I didn't know, things that I wanted to know that now I know, or things that my eyes were closed to. You know, my most recent teachings that are coming to me are burning any openings in my defense, you could say. You know, all of us, imagine yourself as a castle, right? And your castle walls have been breached, my friend. I can tell you that with 100% certainty, because that's what my next lesson has been for the last couple of weeks. And so if you imagine you're sitting inside your castle and you're just wondering why you're getting attacked, you know, and not that attacks don't come, but they're entering a way they shouldn't, because when you look at the walls have been breached, the walls have been broken, and you forgot that sitting in your castle, you want to be fortified. You want to be in a place where the enemy can't just come in, and that enemy can be in many different forms. But since we're talking about seduction and women, you know, something that can be real to everybody is the very first thing is you have to know that the woman's going to break your heart. You know, and you give her your heart, she'll crush that motherfucking heart, and she'll step on it like it's no problem. And when that day comes, you know, remember what I said, because you should have fortified your castle. You should have made it so that when she does do that, you just head up, smile, and the paint is not even scratched on you. You know, and I speak from experience right now. So that's that. Vince.
Yeah, well, think of it this way, Chris. You have 2 feet, 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 nostrils, 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 2 balls. So one of the challenges you heard me mention that many times for us men, we tend to be caught in an either or. Okay, life is a paradox. It's a duality. So opposite forces working together. Now, if a guy is constantly desperate to count only on others to know what he should do, it's not a healthy thing. If anyone gets cocky and starts to think, oh, all the answers are already within me, I don't need the help of anybody, that's equally stupid. So you find that balance where you can count on yourself, and you also understand the power of compounded knowledge. Okay? Plus, also, it simplifies your journey. So it's a blend of both. You got to be smart. And all along your journey, you know, I like Arash right now. I belong to a spiritual program where I have spiritual mentors that are extremely demanding on me. I only work with the best of the best, and I'm constantly challenging myself. In terms of what we get, well, we get the benefit of having to provide answers, which is the greatest gift. So to provide, you need to seek. To seek, you need to put some effort. And the greatest gift of sharing knowledge with others is that it reinforces it within yourself, and it forces you to live in a frame of mind where you are more solution-oriented than most. So it's a beautiful give and take. And then at a more abstract spiritual level, you know, we just never know where the teaching is coming from. So I find that absolutely beautiful. Sometimes you learn from somebody's struggle. I always say it, some of the guys that have taught me the most are the most stubborn students that I have, because I look at them and I go, please, Lord, let's make sure that I don't do anything like they do. So you learn what not to do as well. But keep an open mind, and remember, success is very elusive. It's easy to pass through it. So you got to watch out. Stand guard at the door of your mind. Be very vigilant, because the moment you are on the right track, your mind will distract you with some silly reason, and it happens at any level. It's not only the newbie. So make sure you stay focused on continuous growth. And it's easy to start to go, oh yeah, maybe I know enough, or those are pitfalls. You stay with your continuous growth, and you stay with people that are constantly hustling, you know, constantly rediscovering every day. You know, that's why I love working with Arash, being around Arash, checking in with him, because I know that every day I'm talking to a newer rendition of Arash, and that's amazing. And no one does it the way he does. So we were very blessed and fortunate to I'm a teacher saying that, you know, and I'm a senior to Arash, but I think the inspiration of people's willingness to grow, that's true human evolution. So that's what I have to say. Amazing. Thank you, Chris. And I look forward to seeing you in just a couple of days. Some of you guys on the line are probably joining Pickup Academy. It's the 7-day training. Last call for anyone who wants to jump on board. It's the 8th year that we're doing it, and Arash will be there for 3 days. Hypnotica will be a guest speaker 1 day as well. It's going to be absolutely fucking phenomenal. It's unlike anything. We start in field. I have a special system. We meet in Venice Beach, and there we're in field right away. There's spots that we can go and drill, and then we're like 30 feet from a packed beach of women, and boom, we go back at it, and then we regroup and refine and go back at it, back and forth like that. So you'll achieve in the first 24 to 48 hours more than most guys would in month, or if not years, you know. And the compounded effect of a 7-day training of dedicating all you have to that, and we'll go at it nonstop, then relocate to Hollywood. So can't wait. So if anybody wants to jump on board, that's the last call, because it starts next Monday.
This summer, treat yourself with the dream hot babe-packed vacation and education of a lifetime. 1 entire week, ultimate, hardcore, badass, round-the-clock training and pickup with the world's top gurus. Announcing the 2016 7th Annual Pickup Academy Total Manhood Makeover. July 11th to 17th, 2016 in Venice Beach and Hollywood, California. With Vince, Kelvin, Arash Dibazar, and such guest speakers as Hypnotica, Aikido, Adam Lyons, and many more surprises. Party bus, makeovers, dance classes. Go to www.seductioncoaching.com to reserve your spot. Hurry, sliding scale. Catch the best deal now.
Hey, Paul from San Francisco. Follow up to the answer to my question last week. I did what you said about trying to piss people off by staying in longer. And what happens is people are like, they politely excuse themselves. They usually, like almost the same thing that happened when you're in San Francisco. The girl just goes to you, have a good evening, smiling. Then you joked about it, saying, translation, get lost, or whatever it was. And then you kind of laughed, but then you still kind of booted out of that interaction. So that's the type of stuff that's happening now, which is, I guess, probably good. So I'm wondering what a good next step, or just how to deal with those type of objections, like we got to go, or thank you, or thanks, and then have a good evening, those type of things.
We could pass this to Kevin, but I don't know. It's kind of directed towards what I said last week, so I'll be fast, okay? I think you got to stretch the envelope some more because you're not pissing people off yet, okay? So you can go further than that. What you're going to do, you're going to be resilient, okay? When they go, oh, thank you, you're going to, wait, don't thank me. Why would you thank me? I'm not the one who made you. If you told her she was cute. If they go, we got to go, you say, of course you got to go, but give me something better than just we got to go. So the way you're going to do it this week is by hanging in there a little bit. And one clarification, okay? The thing, translation gets lost. You don't say that to yourself. Because the true translation will be, this girl is not ready for me and what I have to offer. That's the ultimate translation. But you say that to her. She goes, oh, anyway, I got to go. You go, that's adorable. Yeah, translation. You're trying to tell me to get lost. You're way too polite. You're adorable. Right? And because it's kind of true, it calls them on their bullshit. Okay? So continue to develop an edge and watch out because you have that filtering thing where at the core, you're still omitting a lot of information you already hear and have available because you're probably too busy listening to your false sense of impossibility. And I'm wondering if you did do the session with Arash. That was the second recommendation because when you worked with Arash in San Jose, you had a shift that was more significant than anything I've ever witnessed in you. Okay? I don't know if, Kevin, you want to add something, or
yes,
if you guys want to take that or the next question. You tell me.
I definitely want to add something. I heard somebody mention W. Clement Stone. I love W. Clement Stone. He was teaching salesmen, to sell insurance, and he was saying that, what happens in the sale is not at all dependent on the person that you're trying to sell. It's 100% dependent on you, your feelings, and what you have to offer. Zig Ziglar say timid salesmen have skinny children. Zig Ziglar also says that when he was going and selling pots and pans and stuff at the door, that man, I have my product in I have your product in my briefcase, and you have my money in your pocket. I'm not leaving until we make the exchange. Okay, you have to have a certain level of aggression, but you have to draw the aggression out of them, that animal instinct. I teach a system called eyes, ears, brain, mind, heart, body, soul, and that's the way to get anybody. Those are the parts of anybody, male or female, anything that you're trying to do, whether it's get a raise at the job or whatever it is. But pertaining to women, when you're talking about the eyes, what are you wearing? You know what I'm saying? You want to look successful. You want to come across as confident. You don't want to come across as insecure. You want to, practice things in the mirror. I practiced for years, man. I mean, for those that don't know, I was doing my thing for like 20 years. I practiced, and I still practice. Even though I've been doing this for most of my life, it's like old hat, it's like the back of my hand. I still, if I'm going to, pull up and get a girl into my car and take her off somewhere to the lair or something like that, I still, practice what I'm going to say to her right as I'm driving up to her. You know what I'm saying? I wondered, she's about 22. You got to be at least 18 to get in my car, baby, but I want to give you a ride. I know you're here with somebody, but, I'm thinking that, I would stand out next to her. Look how you look next to me. We look good together. I mean, we have some cute kids. I'm serious. I mean, they'll have my lips, your eyes, and and you start to future pace with the female. You know what I'm saying? You start to, act as if you already know what your future is holding. I talk about grandkids, baby, you're going to gain a little weight. In the future, we're going to have grandkids running around the stove. I'm still be trying to edge up on you against the stove while you're making breakfast for all the kids and stuff. We're going to talk about the crazy way that we met at a McDonald's or the crazy way that we met at a gas station or whatever it is. So you remember, you're going for the eyes, okay? Then you work on the ears and the brain. The brain tells the mind what to do. The brain is like a computer. It's like a calculator. And it tells the person whether this guy's full of shit, or this guy is real, or this guy doesn't have any money, this guy won't get a job, or this guy will. The brain tells her all that. The woman's intuition, works with the brain. You understand what I'm saying? You can't talk directly to her mind. You know what I'm saying? You do certain things that will tell her mind, that will tell the brain to tell her mind, hey, I'm an all right guy. I believe in God. I'm not a vicious woman beater. I'm not a a this or that. You know, you would do certain things, say certain things, and be a certain person so she can discover who you are right in front of her. But when they find something on their own, and I don't know if y'all know this or not, but when people find something on their own, it's like gold. It's like they mined for gold. They panned for gold. They found that golden nugget, that thing about you that you are almost probably not even trying to share with them, but they feel that they discovered that they know you. They have a feeling. That's why when women are done with you, they're done with you because they feel like they know you. There's nothing else you can say to change the way that they feel about you. Well, don't say it. Display it. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk them into it. Walk them into it. Show them exactly who you are. And don't be afraid to show them who you are right there, right then. I mean, the law of averages prevent you from going home alone. All you got to do is as soon as she stutters and this and that, and you determine that she's not more interested in you than you are in her, and that's a whole nother thing we got to talk about. But once you determine that she's not as interested as you need her to be, you are the weakest link. Goodbye, and you go right to the next one, right in front of her, though. Right in front of her. I don't go up the hall. I don't go to the next room or to the next VIP. No, right in front of her. Hey, I seen you looking at me. You was looking at a genuine player. I like you too. Let's sit down and, and I get right in the conversation right in front of people. You know what I'm saying? And they let that girl know, damn, she's prettier than me. I probably need to, if he don't go home with her, let me, see if I can get his eye again tonight. You understand what I'm saying? I hope that helped, but I'm not going to take up the whole call. Let's go on to Arash.
Yeah, that was a very good answer. My answer is what you didn't do last week, which was do a Skype session. So if you don't listen to me, then I have nothing to say to you. Next.
Well, that's very clear. You know what to do, Paul. And we're ready for the next question, gentlemen. We got about 10, we got just a few minutes left, actually. I've been doing my best to keep the recorded segment. We're going to end the recorded segment, actually, very shortly. I just wanted to pass it back to our guest tonight. So I know you got an event coming up. When is that event?
The 14th.
14th of July?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you guys will keep you informed of the event, and you'll get to know plenty about Kevin. He will be at the GSLR also. And we got Pickup Academy on our side coming up this week. We will inform you about the event. Maybe, Kevin, you just want to give your info?
Yes, you guys can give me a call at 404-207-5640. That's 404-207-5640. I don't, send you the voicemail or anything like that. I answer most every time. Also you can check out other stuff about me. Just put in Kevin Derrick Gentry. Check me out on Amazon or CD Baby so you can have some type of reference towards what I know and what I may not know. I'm not going to be able to tell you about stocks. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be able to tell you about real estate. But if it's about a woman, from A to Z, I got you covered.
For those listening to the podcast, we thank you very much, gentlemen. There will be a new one each week, and we urge you to also call live. Everybody who's live right now, you stay with us for a bonus 15-20 minutes. That's the benefit of calling live. In the meantime, gentlemen, we hope to see you at Pickup Academy, GSLR coming up. You got all the info on the podcast. And thank you again, Arash, and thank you, Kevin, and we all stay on the line now for the unrecorded segment.
You've been listening to The Real Kings of Pickup with Vince Hollywood Kelvin and Arash motherfucking Dibazar. Brought to you by www.globalslr.com. Call live every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to get your questions answered. Just dial 701-801-1220. Then enter 129-779-160, followed by the pound key. To get your free pickup starters kit, go to www.seductioncoaching.com now. And remember, stay sexy.